Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So on the lathe today I have a piece of poplar that I am going to turn an off-center bowl out of. Now I've never turned an off-center bowl, so bear with me. So I flattened this out, sanded it, put a foot on it. I'm still going to clean up the side here, but I'm going to measure. I have my large jaw chuck on here, and with it closed it measures 96 millimeters in diameter to the outside. So I'm going to measure 48 millimeters to here. There. That's the outside. So I'm going to clean up a little bit on the inside just to get my chuck in there. The width of the jaw is 8.95, so let's just round it up to a full 10, maybe 9.5 millimeters. That way I have a little bit of room to play. There. So I'm going to clean that up. So that space in there I am going to clean up. I might bring it out just a tiny bit more. I'm going to make sure the jaws fit in there before I take it off. So let's just, I just sharpened up my parting tool and I'm going to use that to mark the bottom. There's a lot of tear out there, but we will sand that up, and that fits nice in there. I'm just going to round out the side a bit more, try and get rid of some of this tear out. So I'm just doing a light shaving cut here to get rid of any tear out and get a nice smooth finish. And there's the nice fine shavings you want to see when you do a shaving cut. That like that. I'm going to sand up the outside. And I'll be back. So here I'm taking it off the wormwood screw that's on my barracuda jaws. And I could have left the wormwood screw in these jaws because I will need it again for those, but I took it out. And I'm going to switch it over to the large Novichok jaws, or the large Novichok, and turn the bowl around. This on here, expand it, so all I'm going to do with that one is face the front. Then I'm going to drill another hole about 3/4 of an inch from this one, the center, for the worm screw again. And I'm going to sand the front while I'm at it. And I've turned the speed up on the video to 4 times its natural speed, just for your viewing pleasure. Wow. Okay, I'm going to sand it down now, at least this much. I'm going to sand down this much, drill a hole here for the wormwood screw. We'll turn it around and put a tenon for the smaller diameter jaws on there. Okay, so I've drilled the second hole off center by about 3/4 of an inch from center to center. So now I'm going to put my wormwood screw in the chuck. It's good and snug. I'm going to lock this in place while I screw it on. Make sure you get the one on the side, not the center. I'm probably going to resharpen this, yes. I will resharpen my parting tool. I will mark my 20 mil radius here from the center, wherever it spins in the center. And then I can put the tenon on there for the small jaws. So I'm just going to sand that up, hopefully clean up these corners a little bit. Okay, so I've got the small tenon made here. Let's turn it around. Lock off the lathe again so I can unscrew it. Take that off while I remember. Oh, wrong way again. There we go. Take wormwood screw up. And lock it in on the small tenon. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, put this up here. So this is the center one. Hopefully I can take out most of that. But let's see here. How close to the edge do I want to go? I'm thinking here. There. There. See that? Yep. All right. So that will leave this much where I can possibly do a bit of something there, pyrography or who knows what. A little bit of spalting showing up here. That's a little bit of CA glue. I had to fix a crack that showed up overnight. So let's get this turned on and see what I can do. I did sharpen up yesterday, so it should be good. I'm going to turn the speed down, right off, turn it on, and then turn the speed up slowly. So I've sanded up to a 240 grit. I'm just adding a coat of shellac. It's not shellac sanding sealer, it's just shellac. Zinsser is the brand. Add some on the outside. And I'm going to put it on the face too, because if I decide, which I haven't yet, if I decide to put I have an idea what I'm going to put on here, and it will be a paint. So I am going to put a sealer, coat of sealer on top. If I don't put anything, it'll still be sealed. All right, I'm just gonna let that dry, and I'll come back and put another coat. I'll give it a light sanding and put another coat on there. So if you're going to paint the top of this, I suggest you paint it before you do the hollowing. That way you won't have this over rough edge around here. And I should have done that, but I hadn't thought about painting it first. I wasn't sure if I was going to leave this rim plain wood or carve it out, which I have an idea that I might carve another one at some point. But I have a pattern that I have planned for this one now. So I'm just going to let this dry, and then I'm going to come back. I'll sand out the edges, make them nice and sharp. And then I'll show you the painting I'm going to put on it. Oops, that one's really there. And I will show you the painting I'm going to put on it. So this is a traditional style of painting. It's dot painting, but it's not like the kind you see on painted rocks. These dots almost look like beads. They're all basically the same size. Usually they're flowers and things that are painted. This is the first time I've ever done it, so bear with me. I'm still learning too. I did practice on a piece of paper first, so it's not too bad. I'll show you the first part of the painting in natural time, and then I will speed it up because it all looks the same, just different colors. A lot of this Métis artwork was actually done with beads or embroidery. It wasn't painted on like this, but I just wanted to try and keep the same style. So I'm just going to carry on painting a few more flowers. I'm not going to bore you with all of the ones I put on, but I change it up, do a few different ones, and I'll show you the pictures at the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment.